So my name is David Lee. I'm Senior Vice President at Bank of America and the West Michigan team lead here in Grand Rapids, and a member of the Board of Directors of the World Affairs Council, so welcome once again. Thank you for being here today and sharing your time to welcome home Ambassador Brink, as together we celebrate West Michigan's legacy of global engagement. As you heard Christina mention, the World Affairs Council of West Michigan is 75 years old this year, an amazing accomplishment. It's fitting to share this birthday with NATO, one of the foundational American-led global collaboratives after World War II, an organization I'm sure we're going to hear more about through the discussion and Q&A from Ambassador Brink. 75 years ago, in 1949, two Grand Rapidians, Judge Douglas Hillman and Mr. Edgar Orr, founded the council to provide individuals, educators, and business leaders a space to give and receive ideas and information about West Michigan's engagement with other nations, 75 years ago. They were inspired by another great Grand Rapids native, Senator Arthur Vandenberg, who also was very much at the forefront of many important initiatives, the NATO beginnings, the United Nations, and the Marshall Plan. Our annual prize for excellence is global diplomacy bears Senator Vandenberg's name. For 75 years, the motto of our World Affairs Council has been evident in our programs, and I think our board members know this well, right? Which is, to change the world, we believe we must first know the world. So with your help, we aim to continue this for another 75 years. Each year, we do recognize the founding of the World Affairs Council of Western Michigan with the announcement of the Hillman Orr Award, given to a local individual who has exemplified the purpose of the council. Past recipients have been Bridget Close of the Right Place, the late Ambassador Peter Secchia, businessman and activist Bing Goi, and World Trade Week co-directors Kendra Kuo and Sonia Johnson. I think Sonia is here today amongst us. This year, our Hillman Award recipient cannot attend today. I think that's a first, if I'm not mistaken, but she's recovering from surgery. So she's not here today, but her achievement make her the most significant, perhaps the most significant individual in the 75-year history of the World Affairs Council of Western Michigan. And speaking, of course, of Dixie Anderson, business owner turned community shaper, executive director of the organization for 22 years, its first ever paid employee, and the person who set the tone for the council to empower the people of West Michigan to engage thoughtfully with the world. I'm going to read you a couple of facts about Bridget's time. Under her watch, the council grew from an all-volunteer cadre to a formidable army, interacting with world leaders and putting Grand Rapids on the map as a global influencer. During her tenure, individuals and world leaders such as South African Bishop Desmond Tutu, US President George W. Bush, Pakistani President Pervez Musharraf, and other world changers made their way to our community. It's truly amazing. Partnering with the Foreign Policy Association in New York, she grew the 8-week Great Decision Series, already one of FPA's oldest affiliates, dating to the mid-1950s, into one of the country's best known and admired global discussion programs. The FBA gave this council an award and recognition for excellence during Dixie's time as executive director. Dixie also served on the National World Affairs Council of America as a board member. Through it all, she has been collaborative, creative, convinced that West Michigans deserved a more prominent spot on the world stage in the tradition of Arthur Vandenberg, Judge Hillman, and Mr. Edgar Orr. They're just a handful of people that can be immediately known just by one name. I think, we all know the entertainment side of Bono, Madonna, and Pele, Cher. I'm from Chicago, so Michael, right? Michael. In our community, Dixie has that same level of recognition. But let's give her a round of applause for the Hillman Award.